if this fits perfectly in here, that kind of confirms the fact that we don't have any frame damage.
Oh dude, look at that, lines up so nice. Everything just so flush.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode from Backyard Boys. I know you guys are waiting for this one for a long time, and we've took a little vacation, and it's kind of hard to get your head back in the game, but we are officially back, and we're gonna start working on the RS5. We're actually gonna continue working on the RS5. Let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of updates. The parts on this RS5 are just, I did not realize it can take so much time, and I apologize. I truly apologize because, I mean, it sucks for me too because the car's in the frame machine and it can't really move. We do have the M6 that basically all the parts are here, but it does need the frame machine, so I'm kind of in like a little pickle-ish situation. But anyways, so this front piece right here, we actually just got it recently. This is the one that was broken here. Show you once again, refresh your memory. So that's busted open right there. That would have been some kind of a boost leak or something, and it would have not been good. We got a new one here. We're gonna go ahead and put that on sometime in this episode or next, but we'll see. I kind of got disappointed because I thought this was the only part we were waiting for the front end, since we did have the radiator and the AC condenser. But we are still waiting for a little mini radiator down here. So we're still waiting on this piece. So I'm sorry, we cannot assemble the front end just yet. So basically over here we do have about 85% of the parts we need to put that rear subframe back in, but not quite all of them. We need two brake lines or whatever these lines are here for the suspension or something, and then we need one control arm. That way we can basically assemble all that for sure, for good, and basically not have to take off the subframe or anything, or have to, because I can technically change these brake lines with the subframe being on, but it's gonna be really annoying fishing that wire through there. So what we're gonna do in this episode is go ahead and cut everything out. We're gonna cut the rear body panel off, cut the inner piece out, and then the wheel well liner, or the wheel well, we're gonna pull that piece out as well. We have a new one here, so take a look. We got a new wheel well right here, and kind of examined it, looked at it, saw where it needs to be cut. So I mean, wheel well tub, or wheel spare tub. Sorry about that, I got confused. But this right here is the tub. We kind of looked at it, examined it, saw where it needs to be cut, and we kind of got an idea of where it needs to be cut in the vehicle. This right here is a bunch of control arms, a bunch of parts that we are still just sorting through and organizing. You know what kind of sucks, guys, is that since it's taking so long to get the parts on the RS5, we have the M6 over here and it's basically ready to rock. We got all the parts for it, but we can't load it up on the frame machine. It needs a very minor front end pull. So guys, it's hurting me just as much as it's hurting you guys. But without thinking of that right now, let's go ahead and start cutting, drilling, taking off that seam sealer, and pulling this whole rear section off the vehicle. And then that's a big step to getting a lot of things complete, because as soon as this tub is replaced, we're basically, as soon as this tub is replaced and the subframe is on, we can officially start on the quarter panels and the rear body panel, because you need to do both the quarter panels and the rear body panel at one time, making sure all closes, making sure all the measurements are proper. So let's get right into it. So places like this, we're changing this inner piece, so I literally do not care. Places like this, I'm trying to be careful since this piece we're saving. You guys can see that I didn't drill through it. Here, I don't care. That's why I'm just kind of not wasting time getting everything drilled through. This thing here saves our bit and moisturizes, lubricates everything, make sure it's nice and easy. And fast. this way faster. Alright guys, so we basically got this rear body panel off the vehicle, I can say. I mean, off the parts that we are saving. So the frame rails are good, and basically the only thing that this rear body panel is on right now is this rear tub. And instead of sectioning it off the tub, since we're replacing both pieces, there is absolutely no reason for me to do that and waste my time. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and use an angle grinder, just kind of grind it like this, and then just rip this whole piece off. That way, first of all, I can get access. I can stand right here and get the access to these spot welds here. And second of all is just taking off excess metal that we don't need currently at the moment. Well, we're actually gonna toss all this stuff since we're replacing all of it. But let's go ahead and do that, angle grind this out, toss this piece, and continue working, because the end goal of today is to get this rear body panel and the wheel tub out of the vehicle. I do have to I do have some work under the car, so let's continue working. guys, we're almost out with this rear tub. And the only thing here that's holding it now is the glue, or sorry, the seam sealer and the glue actually. There's glue in some spots, but I have cut the whole seam sealer under here with a brand new razor, and I should, in theory right now, if I give it a hard enough yank, it should come out. So hoping for that. Let's give it a shot. Oh, there she goes. Oh, look at that, looks crazy. So initially my first plan was to actually section this piece off the vehicle, but that was kind of stupid of me. Since the subframe is off, right now what we can do is we can put the new tub in there, and then we can just, from under the car, we can plug weld these in, and that's gonna be super easy for us. We're gonna prep this part of the new tub, prep it here, sand it down, make sure it welds nice and easy, and then fill this whole thing in with grease, and this stuff here, seam sealer out of a gun or something, some undercoat, some rubbery stuff, we'll find some. But look at that, it's out, guys. That felt good. Good accomplishment. This sucker stood outside for a little bit. It's kind of windy, but we're going to see if this is going to fit in here. Only problem I'm seeing is that, but should be fine. Let's see if I can cram it in there. Whew. If this fits perfectly in here, that kind of confirms the fact that we don't have any frame damage. Oh wow. That just kind of slid right under this piece. Let me show you, come here. See that? I bent this up to make sure that it fits, and that's that noise right there, what you heard. But let's see if we can put it into place. As a matter of fact, it's already sitting in place, and it's perfectly in place. You can even see where the old primer was. Look at that right here. See that paint? Boom, fits exactly where it should. And it's sitting nice, dude. Fit right in. Literally fit right in. I want to see this rear body panel. Sheesh. I think we have got ourselves. Oh, dude, look at that. Lines up so nice. Everything just so flush. Alright guys, well there you guys have it for the rear end, and we can't really do much more work until we change that wheel arc right there. So take a look what I'm talking about. Until we get that part and section this piece, I think alongside with that. If not, we did order this separately just in case it doesn't come with the wheel arc. So we got to replace that. As soon as we replace that, I think we can already cut both quarter panels, cut the rear windows out, and start putting this whole rear end together. But we do have one little minor thing to do on the front, so let's go ahead and change that pipe that I showed you guys in the very beginning of the episode, and see what else we need to do in the front. Let's go. So coming up here, this is the pipe we got to replace. Pretty straightforward, it's really easy. Let's get this thing done, and then we can look through the parts, but I'm sure we're missing a couple of front end parts. It's so sad, dude. Like, I hate the fact that not all the parts are like, for example, there's not all the parts for the front end. We can't put the front end together. There's not all the parts for the rear end. We can't put the rear end together. There's not all the parts for, like, you know, the side or the, anyways, we just gotta wait for everything to come and then start busting through this. But frame rails are pulled, frame is straight, everything else is just cut, weld, and assemble. guys have it. Went ahead and replaced this piece. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. We are actually very happy we caught this because this would have been almost, I would say, near impossible to change when all the radiators and all that stuff is on. But anyways, that is gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching till the very end. Go ahead and follow my Instagram at BYBTim for a bunch of updates. I did just post like a bunch of stories saying what the heck is going on with my life and stuff like that. Just get you guys up to date. With all that being said, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. We might have a little bit of some pauses between the episodes right now because we are waiting for parts on the RS5, and I don't know if I explained this in the beginning of the video, but the M6 cannot go on the frame machine just yet because of the RS5 being on here, and the M6 needs a front light and pull, so I don't, you know, it's kind of, we're in kind of a little bit of a pickle situation. And then on top of all that, we do want to move locations of the shop. Hopefully build a shop. Just prices of lumber and prices of everything that's in our area, Seattle area, is just skyrocket through the roof. It's just ridiculous. So keep you guys updated on all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. For now, peace out.